Ginangana Shalakaya Godan Militam Dina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shriyata Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raganatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sayatam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamskara. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Suste Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitayata Jagadataya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sutadevi Prananami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaur Bhaktivinoda Vanchakalpa Turubhasta, Kripa Sindhu Bhadevacha, Patitanan Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we're continuing our reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, Text 34. Are we at a particular paragraph?
Yes,
Because it's a
Prabhuji,
very long.
The last paragraph of the purpose. Hare Krishna.
The very last paragraph?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So let us see. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So would someone like to read the Sanskrit of the verse? And then I will read the purport.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I can try. Just 1 moment. Okay, 1 moment. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. Also, all the devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Sanskrit. Hare Krishna. Rite atam jat pratyeta na pratyeta chatmani tad vidyadatmano mayam yata pasho yata tamaha.
And you read the verse, please, the English.
Okay, translation. O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. Hare Krishna.
Very good. So the last paragraph, according to the Padma Purana, within the material compass, there are innumerable material universes, and all of them are full of darkness. Any living being beginning from the Brahmas, and there are innumerable Brahmas in innumerable universes, to the insignificant ant are all born in darkness, and they require factual light from the Lord to see him directly, just as the sun can be seen only by the direct light of the sun. No lamp or man-made torchlight, however powerful it may be, can help one to see the sun. The sun reveals itself. Therefore, the action of different energies of the Lord or the personality of God in himself can be realized by the light manifested by the causeless mercy of the Lord. The impersonalists say that God be seen. God can be seen by the light of God and not by man-made speculations. Here, this light is specifically mentioned as Vidyat, which is in order by the Lord to Brahma. This direct order of the Lord is a manifestation of his internal energy, and this particular energy is the means of seeing the Lord face to face. Not only Brahma, but anyone who may be graced by the Lord to see such merciful, direct, internal energy can also realize the personality of Godhead without any mental speculation. So this is one of the four famous core verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, the core theology, science of Krishna, science of God in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the verse again, the translation, O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. So like the other verses of these four, very long purport, and Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas bring out the point that there is nothing but Krishna, and whatever we see is his energy. And it is our ignorance or misunderstanding that we uh, don't don't realize this fact. And the last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada begins that there are, according to the Vedic scriptures, there are innumerable material universes, and they're all full of darkness. Uh, no lamp or man-made torch, however powerful, can help one see the sun. The sun reveals itself. The impersonalists say that God cannot be seen, but he can be seen to the extent that he reveals himself. So this is the method. He cannot be understood. He can be understood only so far by our uh, tiny abilities. Krishna cannot be understood fully by any of us because he is infinite. But the fullest understanding of him uh, is only possible, it is being described here, if he chooses to let us understand, which is not an unreasonable understanding, I think. How many of us, you can, I know here on the Zoom, you can raise your hand or you can make yourself known. How many of us have forgotten where our house keys or car keys are, forgotten where a particular book is? Has any of us ever forgotten where a particular paper or document is? I know I have many times. Where is that paper? Where is that document? Where are my keys? And then I have to look through the different pants and look through coats, overcoats, raincoats, and try and find which pocket the keys I left them, or where in the house, where in the flat I left the keys, some odd place, isn't it? And then suddenly we may remember, right? How many have gotten that light bulb that goes off in our head? Oh, I know where they are. They are there, right? Yeah, that light bulb, sometimes in the middle of the night or some odd time, we remember. So, how is that? How is it that we get that light bulb that goes off? And not just remembering where something is, so many things, right? What was the name of my friend from so many years ago? What did I have to eat 3 days ago at lunch? And then we're reminded, aren't we, uh, during the day? Oh, I have to call the bank. I have to do this thing, right? So how does that work? There are so many millions of things that could come into our mind, but suddenly the exact thing that we would like to know So there are those who will say that it's just it's our brain. Okay, it's our brain, but it's a very amazing brain, uh, can just give us magical, but we understand differently. As Lord Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Ridi Sanivasta, Mata Smirta Jnanam Apahonam Cha, that I am holding in my hand remembrance, your remembrance, forgetfulness, knowledge. Uh, it is being held in someone's hand. It is not under our complete control. And we see how many humans are greatly empowered. They're creative thinking, they're creative, the musicians, the singers, artists, business, business people, so empowered. They get such good ideas, right? Why don't we get those ideas? Why don't you get the same creative ideas, songs? So many singers say, or musicians, songwriters, how the song just comes. It just comes into their head out of nowhere. So in this same thing, depending what we desire, if we desire to understand uh, this existence and we desire to understand Krishna, then we will. We get what we want. If we want to um, understand um, how to do something, anything, it depends upon our desire. It depends what we want and if we are qualified. So here it's saying that we can get understanding of Krishna by his grace only, just as if it were possible. But I think there's a rough comparison that there are so many. You can raise your hands again. Everyone has seen ant hills, ant mounds in the dirt, where the ants live. I know in Africa and other countries, sometimes there are termite ants and huge, huge, tall uh, dirt mounds, ant hills. So all the ants, they're living in there and they're very busy and it's very organized. People who have studied, right, ants, society, it's very organized. Different workers, different types of workers, and they have different jobs and they communicate and they work together. It's a whole city, very organized. Bees also, wasps, very organized. Chimpanzees, a very organized society with so many rules. I was reading how, the hierarchy in the chimpanzee society, the baby monkeys, especially the baby male monkeys, they have to show respect to the alpha male chimpanzee, and if they have the wrong expression on their face, they can get slapped. And they have to make certain noises when the alpha male walks by. It's very organized. But what do they know about those chimpanzees or the ants? What do they know about, you know, taxis and spaceships, big oil tankers on the ocean, all these things? They don't know anything about. How would they ever know about that except theoretically? Theoretically, if we could somehow speak ant language or we could speak chimpanzee language and we could somehow communicate, tell them about all these things they don't know anything about. Because the chimpanzees or the ants don't know anything about this doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They have their own world, their own little society. And then the humans have much bigger society. And then there are same thing, human society is really actually very small. This tiny planet Earth is just a speck of a speck in the universe. Those grains of sand. The Earth is just one little grain of sand in the universe. And you and I are so small, and this human society is so tiny. And there are much bigger societies. And there are persons who are much greater than us, although we may not like to think about that. It can be a little scary, or we don't like the idea that someone is better than us. We get envious, so we don't want to acknowledge the possibility. But from the Vedic scriptures, we get information of other other societies greater than ours. Ultimately, knowledge of Krishna and his Vaikuntha spiritual world, Kaloka Vrindavan. So all of this is only possible to be understood if Krishna reveals it, and he does through uh, the empowered. He comes himself in incarnations and Shaktavesh avatars like Srila Vyasadeva to give the torchlight. Om Jnana Timarandasya Gnangana Shalakaya Takshur Anmalitam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We offer our respects unto our spiritual master who has opened our darkened eyes with a torchlight of transcendental knowledge. So this civic succession from Lord Krishna, from Lord Brahma to Narada Muni, to Srila Vyasadeva, to Madhvacharya in recent time, and down through the disciplic succession to Madhavendra Puri and Ishwara Puri, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Advaita Acharya, Lord Nityananda, and down through the six Goswamis, Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, and our ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This is direct torchlight to get this understanding beyond our little anthill of uh, England or Kenya, the United States, India. These are just very tiny. Even if you go up in a plane or a rocket, it's so small, so small. If you go on YouTube, you can look up Earth from space, and you can look at the video of Earth and all the countries and continents and cities. So very, very tiny. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining, the purport and the translation, this verse, um, that uh, only when we are graced by the internal energy of Krishna, which is explained by him in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, the last few verses, where Lord Krishna, that's the chapter of the universal form. And Lord Krishna said, I will give you the eyes by which you can see my universal form. And then at the end, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that Bhakti Mama Vijananti, only by pure loving service can I be understood as I am with my two arms, by devotional service. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains that his pure devotees are Daivam Prakritam Ashritaha. Daivam, divine Prakriti, the energy. Daivam Prakritam Ashritaha. That my pure devotees are under the protection of my internal energy, specifically the feminine Shakti of Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, the personification of Yoga Maya. There are other expansions of Srimati Radharani, of course, Gopis and the Lakshmis of Vaikuntha, Mahalakshmi, and expansion of Srimati Tulsi Devi and Subhadra, Sita. So we take shelter. Srila Prabhupada has said that we should not try to take shelter of Lord Krishna directly, but just as in Vrindavan, it is always Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Radha Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we're calling out to our divine mother, Hare, please grant me shelter so that I can attain Krishna. The, the mother, as we know, is often more kind or compassionate than the father. The father can be more stern. If the father won't say yes, we go to our mother. Father will not say yes, but please, can I have? And she will say yes, maybe, because she is more kind, mother, and females in general, the feminine, more gentle and feeling. So, Hare, Jai Shri Radhe, Hare Krishna, please pick me up and place me as an atom at your lotus feet. O Divine Mother, Srimati Radharani, please pick me up and place me as an atom at the lotus feet of Lord Narayan, Lord Krishna, because I don't have the ability to do it. I wish I could. I would like to do that, but my senses are so strong. My mind is so crazy sometimes. There's so many difficulties. I don't have the power to do it myself. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So this is our method to humbly ask for help, to humbly take shelter. Pahi Pahi Mahayogi Deva Deva Jagatpati. Sharana Mam Prapadyante. That Pahi Pahi Mahayogi, oh great Supreme Yogi, Pahi Pahi, please grant me protection. Mahayogi Deva Deva Jagatpate. Oh, greatest of all demigods, leader of the demigods. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate, Gopesha Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta. Please, if you so desire, help me. I am helpless. I don't have the power uh, to practice this bhakti yoga on my own. So Srila Prabhupada and the Vaishnava pure devotees instruct us that this is an open secret, the secret success formula. That if we try to be successful in bhakti yoga only by our own ability, it will be very difficult. It's much easier, just like the cat. Everyone can raise their hand. We've seen the cat pick up the kitten in her mouth. I have seen that. The mother cat will pick up the baby and carry the baby. So that's easy compared to the monkey. The mother monkey will also pick up the baby, but the baby has to hold on while the monkey is jumping from the tree to the tree. You have seen, or the chimpanzee, they are jumping from tree to tree, and the baby is hanging on. The baby is hanging on to the neck hanging onto the back. Sometimes the mother will carry one arm, but that's not always possible. So that is difficult. So our method is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, O Krishna, O Radhe, O Krishna, O energy of the Lord, or O Sita, O Lord Ram, O Mother Lakshmi, Lord Narayan, according to our uh, taste. We ask to be picked up. So Bhakti Mama Vijananti, only by pure devotional service can I be understood, that we offer service. We offer service, uh, understanding that that's our position. But also, there's nothing wrong that if I can please my spiritual master, I can please Krishna, um, then I will be able to advance in love for him. He will reveal himself. So in the beginning, at least I can speak for myself, and Lord Krishna himself says that 98% of us, there, maybe 2%, no, but everyone else, most of us, we are beginning. We are not on the level of the gopis yet, or Mother Jashoda. And so for us, we want to become self-realized, and we want to do things so that we become God-realized. And so there's nothing at all wrong. It will please Krishna that we do our devotional service with the hope that, oh Krishna, if you are pleased with me, pleased with my kirtan, pleased with my japa, pleased with my deity, pleased with my following these regulative principles, may I please understand more. Please reveal yourself. This is a genuine devotional prayer. May I experience you more as your holy name, as the deities, as these transcendental books, how you are present in your pure devotees. And the more that we want specifically, the quicker it will happen. You know, if you want to get somewhere, you we have to want to go, otherwise, who knows when you're going to arrive. Some, you want to, if you don't want to go to Nairobi, how will you get there? Maybe somehow you will, but right? So we should have a very specific intent in our devotional service. I want to awaken my full self-realization. I want experience Krishna more and more. I want to feel more love for him. Very specific desires. I'm not doing all of this chanting and japa and kirtan and avoiding the four sins for no reason. I want to please Krishna, and I'm hoping this will he will kindly reveal himself more and reveal myself more. Then it will happen much quicker. We talk about advancing in devotional life, advancing in bhakti. Sometimes devotees say that, and of course it's completely true. But what is that? What is that advancement? We say, I'm going to advance. Well, what is it really? So, of course, it is that we advance in attraction to Krishna, and we advance in realization of Krishna, realization of ourself. This is the advancement that we want. Srila Prabhupada said there's an easy way to test if you're making advancement, is that you'll be more attached to Krishna and less attached to sense gratification. You become less interested. This is the one of the main uh, how we can understand it if we are advancing. So it is only ultimately by the grace of Krishna that we remember anything, that we get ideas and understanding, and by pleasing him. Just like there's so many examples that we can think of, just like with your parents, you can think. Suppose you want something, whatever it is you want or you did want. You have to please your parents. You you can't expect to get some special thing and they're angry at you. You're doing disobedient things and they're very annoyed with you. No, you want to do extra things, right? You want to do, oh, if there's something I can do to help in the house, is there something I can do? You want to do some service to please them. And then you ask, oh, is it all right? Maybe I can do this, or I can have this. Oh, yes, yes, right? Isn't that how it works? If a wife is very irritated with her husband or upset and he asks something, or the other way, the wife would like something uh, special. That's the husband, you want to do something. So the husband is, happy. You have to catch him in a good mood. So the same thing. There's nothing radically different. We want to have Krishna in a good mood. So we do kirtan and we do japa and we offer fruit and leaf. But the main thing is of course, he's pleased with our attitude over time. That this person is respectful and appreciating me, if not love. And so then Krishna reciprocates. Of course he will. He's no different than us in that way. Uh, of course, he's fortunately much better than us because sometimes you can have a boss, right? And you do everything to please your manager and supervisor, and you ask something. Oh, can I have a few extra days off, or can I please have this raise? And they don't give because they're not appreciating sometimes. But Krishna is not like that. We go on because he knows what we're doing. He knows when we're sacrificing. He knows when we're taking trouble. Uh, and he'll reciprocate. So any questions or discussion, comments? Everyone's still awake? I'm just joking. Well, if there's nothing else, any questions about anything? Anyone want to share anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class. Just one realization, sorry. About what you said about the comparison of the ant civilization to to now to our human civilization, or rather higher things. It just brings to perspective um, how much we need to realize and how much open-minded we need to be so that we can uh, absorb Krishna consciousness more and try at least to understand better what really we have in our hands. So it's a
Yeah.
wonderful realization. Thank you.
Yes, Srila Prabhupada has mentioned a few times at least that Krishna consciousness means being conscious. our life is often so very busy, the modern, so-called modern life, people. Depends, not everyone, but we need to take time to get in touch with what's going on around us. We get so busy, this. We don't stop to think about the anthills and the chimpanzees and the planet. Uh, that I mentioned the YouTube, the video, Earth from Space. So I watch that. I watch it a couple of times a week just to remind myself, just to help stay more awake, my position. So we have to do that. We have to deliberately do things, take time to be conscious. Another thing that I do, I find helpful because it's understanding the amazing things about Krishna, amazing things about creation. Is to, I mean, for me, everyone has may have their own thing, but I read about chemical reactions, the different processes of the human body, how food is digested and how the liver works and how the eye works and all these things. You read the details. It's so amazing. Just how the hair on our own head is growing, all the chemical processes that help with eyesight, photosynthesis. So we're reminded of Krishna. Oh, wow, Krishna, so great. You see the Earth spinning from space. It's just a big ball in space that weighs inconceivable kilograms, mega kilogram, just spinning a long time. I mean, just spinning. I mean, you spin a ball, you take a soccer ball and you spin it. How long does it spin? Right? 2 minutes? Not even 2 minutes. Less than a minute, then it stops, right? You take any fruit, you take an orange and you spin it on your table, it stops. The earth hasn't stopped spinning. That's pretty amazing. Just spinning 1,000 miles and uh, what is it? Some 1,300 kilometers an hour or something. Amazing.
Yeah, that's very eye-opening. Amazing, for sure.
Yeah, you want to see God? Just watch Earth from space. Just read about how the eye works there. You see God. Just go outside and sit for 10 minutes and watch the ants. See how organized they are. And they work together. I'm sure you've seen when they need to carry some big leaf or uh, something, a bug for food. They get together and they carry it. They all work together. Amazing.
Yes. Thank you so much. Maybe if there's anyone else with a question or any.
All right. So if someone wants to summarize, we can finish.
Panchali Mataji, will you mind concluding for us today? Or Bhakti Mugga, whoever's available.
Oh, Hare Krishna, everyone. Krishna, thank you very much. Your guest, Dina Sharana Prabhuji, for that auspicious class. I'm sorry, I've been having network issues, and the rain over here in Eldoret is really heavy. But I've tried to follow through. Uh, And thank you again for that beautiful class. Maybe you can unmute and have one Mahamantra in glorification of our today's mentor, His Grace Dina Sharana Prabhuji, and all their families. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Sindhubhya eva Param Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
His Grace Dina Sharan Prabhu ki
Jai.
Prabhu.
Jai.
Thank you so much for all of us coming together. Thank you for having me. I feel so truly blessed to have your association. Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
glories to
Prabhuji.
Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.